Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system. Had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed.
Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is Fiji. I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love deeply. Sleepy. They like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta salute me.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as they're battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So
there he goes, right side. 30, past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Harris trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. A give to Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run forward with Harris. And he is to the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Najee Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The option, here's Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. And he will lose lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's got some space here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Najee Harris with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And it's taken in at the 9. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They find some open field here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. 2nd and 10. Room to run past midfield. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Looking to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. Going up top. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. They're trying to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On play action, it's Rodgers. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They run with Harris. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll set up a throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on first down. Man open, here is Jones. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Rodgers throwing here. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
So a lot of
blitz coming, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Second and 20. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
60 evil. Come on, let's go. 42's the mark. 42's the mark.
He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Mike 42. 18,
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
42. Yeah. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Record.
Second and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevens. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 42, Mike 42. Hey, here we go. Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, let's get some pace.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. 60 Maverick. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, Mike's 40.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Ooh, Lord have
10.
mercy.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.